guys, welcome back to the Kiki Strike How to Survive mini-series. For those of you guys who don't know what this is, it's basically a little mini-series that I'm putting out to talk about the different lessons that Ananka gives us in this book, Kiki Strike Inside the Shadow City, and how they incorporate into the book, how I've incorporated them into my life. So if you haven't seen the rest of the videos in the series, definitely go check them out. I will have a playlist. I will also have a link in the description down below to that playlist. And let's jump right into trick number 3. Alright, so this trick kind of goes along with the other one that is also going up on the channel today. This trick is how to make the right impression. Now, one of the big things that I found here is that the right impression is not always a good impression. Maybe you're about to go into a confrontation and you want to come off as edgy and angry. Maybe you're about to go to a party and you want to come off as innocent and sweet and happy. Maybe you're going to a job interview and you want to come off as confident and powerful and strong. Keep in mind, the right impression does not mean the same thing as a good impression. You are not always trying to please the people you meet, but you are trying to put an impression of yourself into their minds. And so we see this put into play with pretty much everything in this book. All of Betty's character is about convincing people you are a different person or a certain personality based off of the makeup and the disguises she creates. Alongside that, Kiki Strike herself is a very mysterious and very edgy and very awesome, powerful character because she puts off that impression despite being a tiny bleach blonde, 4'9", 12-year-old girl. But she puts off the impression of being edgy and dangerous because of this lesson that Ananka has learned from her and is giving us in chapter... I really should look at these chapter numbers before I film the video. In chapter 11. So, let's talk about what Ananka tells us we should or shouldn't do in order to make the right impression. So the first thing that she tells us is to choose our colors wisely. This is actually a science. Certain colors create a different reaction inside our brains and create different emotions. Reds and oranges make you hungry, which is why you'll see reds and oranges in a lot of food store, fast food restaurant logos, things like that. So in this case, choose your outfit colors wisely to fit the impression you want to make. If you're going for innocent, go for pastels. If you are going for edgy and powerful, go for blacks. If you are going for honest, go for blues. You'll find that a lot of politicians have blue suits and things like that because they are trying to create that honest reaction inside our brains. And then along those lines, if you're going for, you want to stand out and you want to be attractive and you want to be popping in a dull crowd, go for bright colors like red. So that's just that tip and trick, and that's really a really useful tip for everyday wear. Depending on what you want, choose your colors wisely, know what impression you want to make. So that is tip number 1 that Ananka gives us. The second tip goes along with this. It says to pick the right clothes. Whatever outfit you are going for, make sure you choose it wisely and you choose it carefully, making sure the shirt matches the pants, you don't match patterns together, things like that. Basic fashion advice that I will not be giving you here right now, but that tip and trick is basically just make sure you are going for the fashion style that you want and that it matches. The third tip kind of goes along with the last tip of the last video actually, and it's that the deal is in the details. You want to accessorize, but you also want to make sure you are paying attention to all of the tiny little details. Hair, makeup, nails. For example, if you were trying to look innocent, black nail polish is probably not going to be great. And then other things like pearls look prim and proper. So maybe you don't want to wear them to school, but maybe you wear them to a fancy event and things like that. It's just the accessories and the hairstyles and the details and the shoes. That is what really makes it. You can have the main ensemble and the main entree, but the appetizers are what people love in the end. So that is that for what Ananka tells us in her tips on how to make a good impression in Inside the Shadow City. I have used this literally every day of my life. I never really used to dress very fashionably, never dressed very well, and then one day, you know, senior year of high school, I decided I'm going to dress fashionably when I go out in public. And ever since, I've been using these tips every single day. Every time I put on clothes, every time I put on my shirt and shorts and look in the mirror, I am making sure it is the right impression I want to make for whatever is happening later that day, whether it's school, whether it's a special event, maybe it's a karaoke night, you never know. So dress for the occasion, and I just find that it's not about pleasing other people, it's about making sure that I am confident with the face I put that out there in the world. And so again, from a young age, these tips on how to make the right impression have really, really helped me. It's one of the more helpful lessons that Ananka gives us in Inside the Shadow City. So I would definitely recommend taking some of those tips. So that is it for this video. I know these are short videos, so please, if you want more, go check out the other videos. Like this one if you liked it, and please, please, please subscribe. The more you subscribe, the more YouTube puts my stuff out there, the more people can see it, and the more people can subscribe. It is a whole feedback loop, and you can start it all by just clicking the subscribe button and seeing more of my videos if you enjoyed them. So please like this video, subscribe. I will have links to the book in the description down below and to the playlist. We have an Instagram and a Facebook that you can also check out by the same name. And that is it for today. I will see you guys all on Saturday.